with someone, and he initially was on the keyboard, you know, playing it, and I just started writing lyrics. And then when we got into out of the demo process and was, you know, we're going to really record the song, the track, I knew exactly what I wanted. And the demo was pretty much headed in that direction already, but I knew exactly what I wanted. You know, it was very, it's a little influenced by, it isn't totally William Orbit, but it was somewhat influenced by William Orbit.
Let's talk about Michael. Who the hell are you? And what is your purpose? I mean, what are you out to do? Are you out to conquer the world? Are you out to you know,
conquer the world is good.
Enslave people? Are you out to just to, you know, free people? Are you out to make a lot of money and run off to some remote place on the planet and forget it all? Or what you know, what is your goal?
Make a lot of money and help the world.
Make a lot of money and help the
Well,
world?
that would be one of the things, you know.
Is that how you're going to help the world, by making a lot of money, or is it
No, no.
necessarily in that order?
No, I mean, certainly, you know, being successful, I would definitely use the money for
what would
some
be
very
like the
good
first thing that
purposes.
you would do?
I think the first thing that I would do, which I've been thinking about for many, many years, is the way everyone's helping Africa out. I do the same thing for South America.
Yeah.
Because they're very much, I don't want to perceive it as trouble, but they're under the same circumstances as Africa, which I don't perceive it as trouble, but like because I don't think that's a good way to look at things. But I think that everyone deserves a helping hand.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I mean,
so, I'm Latin American, so if you listen to the song "Go Getter," I mean, it's very much about self-empowerment.
Yes.
And
talk to us about self-empowerment. What do you see as self-empowerment? What is it?
Well, I would hope to inspire people via my music, and help them to feel more self-empowered, so that they may accomplish more themselves. So
you mean to be more self-motivated? More
self-motivated, to love themselves, to not give up hope.
Oh, that's nice.
Stuff like that.
That's really sweet.
Corny stuff like that.
Listen to this. Listen to this, can you? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're starting to see a little soft side to Michael here. Let's talk about the rough. Let's talk about the rough edges.
We don't want
here.
everybody to know about
Let's
that.
talk about the rough edges here. Who do you hate? Who do you really can't stand? You know, if they come on TV or if you see them on the web, you're like, oh, turn that off.
I don't really like to talk about that.
Oh, you want to talk about people you love, or you want to talk about people you hate? Okay.
Well, who wants to focus on things you hate?
Where does Michael's empowerment come from?
Probably comes from being an old soul, and probably comes from my mom too.
Yeah.
You know, my mom is a very self-empowered woman. You know, I learned a lot from her. Does she have her moments where she dips? Yeah, but she's pretty much a strong woman, and I think I pretty much kept that part. Like I was really able to keep that.
So you really think of yourself as a strong woman?
No, I think of myself as a strong person. No. Okay,
great.
Yeah.
So the EP's out.
The EP is called Go Getter. Yeah, it's doing very well, and a lot of people from Europe, they're the people mainly purchasing it, because a lot of the music is very European oriented. And I'm recording my full-length album, which should be done next year around summer, fall.
And is that going to be of the same title?
It might be of the same title, Go Getter, except it won't be called the Go Getter EP, it'll just be called Go Getter, the full album. And it's going to be a lot more, I mean the EP is eclectic in itself, but it's going to be, the album is going to be even more eclectic, and there's going to be more American influenced music, and even got a reggae song on there. Yeah. A lot of good stuff going on with that. I can't wait to get that out. I'm very excited about it. But I've got a couple of projects along the way. Before the album actually comes out, I'm in talks with the German record label right now, which will probably
You're in talks with the Germans.
In talks with the Germans.
Yes.
Yeah. They'll probably end up being my my label for the album, and I'm going to be appearing on they're doing a dance compilation, and I'm going to appear on one of the dance tracks.
Oh, good.
That I wrote, a song called "The World Goes Round."
Oh,
That's
not
what
the
it's
same
called.
one that Fred Ebb and Kander wrote.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
The
okay.
one that I wrote, baby.
Oh, okay.
The one that I wrote.
But there is another song called that, you know, "The World
Yes,
Goes
I know.
Round," and it's from a Broadway show.
I know it.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us about the DJs.
The DJs. Well, you know, my first single was "Go Getter" and did very well and got a great response from ABC Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Great response, and then all of a sudden I got DJs contacting me, and I contacted them just the same, and we all got together, and I think there's about 6 remixes for Go Getter. We put them out there, and they got play in Puerto Rico, Texas, Ibiza, Spain, and Pasha.
Mm-hmm.
So very excited about that.
So you're all
it's
over the
getting-
place.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean,
Without actually physically being there.
without actually physically being there. Hopefully I will, because I'm trying to plan a tour, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that'll happen soon.
How important do you think touring is to a pop artist's
You know,
career?
I think it's so important nowadays.
Yeah?
Nowadays I think it's so important because
Why do you suppose that is? Because of the record industry, the way the record
way it
industry
is.
has changed?
the way it is, it's really different now.
Yeah.
MTV doesn't even play the videos that artists make
Yeah.
anymore. I mean, yeah, they do have access
So
to it.
do you think there really just isn't that much of a market for music video anymore? Because I noticed, you know, I haven't watched television in years, so
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going on with it. But I've noticed, you know, when I do see TV, I don't see a whole lot of
music videos?
music video anymore. Is there something going on there that I'm missing on?
I don't know why MTV has gone the way it's gone, but you know, they just don't really show music videos anymore.
What about VH1? Is that still
It's
going
kind
on?
of, it's kind of the same as MTV.
Is it?
It's kind of the same as MTV.
That's too bad.
It is too bad. I make videos for the sake of making art.
The video industry, the music video industry, and it's kind of like, you know, even when you do see music videos, which most of the time they're live, they're films of someone performing live.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see videos like, you know, like for example, Billie Jean, which was a full production.
Yeah.
You know, and it had a beginning and a middle and an end, you know,
Uh-huh.
where it told a little story.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of like, you know, I don't know about you, but that's what I'm after when I make music
I'm kind
video.
of after that. Yeah.
Is that, you know, I want it to, you know, build into a, you know, into a full kind of story, you know, with a
Mhm.
beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
You don't see that too much anymore. But you do
Yeah.
see a lot of live recording.
You
see
do.
a lot of, like, you know, acoustic recording and things of that nature. So it's, to me, it's like, you know, God, everybody's become a folk singer, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a great way to make a video without a budget, and I think that's part of the reason that
Yeah.
they do it. If you're creative enough, I think you can still make a video with a middle, a beginning, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah. Or you could begin in the middle and go to the beginning and to the end.
Some people do that. Yeah, I think you could do that, and you know, I didn't have a big budget for my videos, so we still, did it. We did it. It didn't matter.
So, I'm a bit undecided about how I'm going to open up this next segment, but I guess I need to make a decision about it because you can't sit around being undecided all the time. However,
Yeah.
there's another remix
Yeah.
of Forbidden Out, and we haven't quite made a decision about this because we're undecided.
I think that the Undecided remix is probably my favorite remix,
This is, by the way, an incredible video. If you have, you know, you're going to get the chance to see this as well. But what I love about this video so much is it's extraterrestrial. You know? It's like,
I like that.
it's totally